Hello Year 5, I know it's been a while since you've seen my face and since we've done a science lesson, but we're going to try and continue on as best we can, even though most of us are stuck at home. So before we left, we know that we were just about to look at the phases of the moon and what exactly that means. Now that refers to the different position the moon is in as it travels around the Earth. And as we know, it takes 1 month or 1 month for the moon to travel all the way around the Earth, one full rotation. Now, today we're looking at the phases, which means, as we know, the moon is spherical, but when we look up to it in the sky, it doesn't always look that way, does it? So we're going to be discussing today and looking at why that is and why that happens. So the first thing to understand is that the sun stays where it is, and we know that the Earth travels all the way around it in 1 year. But while that's happening, the moon is also travelling around the Earth, and depending on where it is, depends on how much of the moon we can see from where we are on the planet. So if it's here, for example, the sun reflects against the moon and we can't see any of it from where we are. So today we're going to be making a poster to try and help us understand why that is, just like this one. Okay then guys, here's what I'd like you to have a go at today. I'd like you to recreate a poster that looks something like this. I'll also put a photo of the sort of thing I'm looking for on the website for you as well to help you out. With the sun here, the Earth here, and the 8 different phases of the moon travelling this way around the Earth. So we have the new moon, the waxing crescent, the half moon, the waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, another half moon, the waning crescent, and then we come back to a new moon and the cycle starts again. Now I've drawn in just 3 of the different kinds of moon phases that you might see in your poster just to help you out. So the new moon, that's at the very beginning and the very end of the different phases, and that's when we can't actually see the moon in the sky from Earth, because the sun reflects against that side and it goes straight back towards the sun. The waxing crescent is when it starts to become visible, so you can just see a little bit of it there, and I've shaded in the other half of the other part of the moon that you can't see. Half moon is pretty self-explanatory. There's 2 of those, but you need to think about which half will be visible at which point. Then we come on to the waxing gibbous. That's just, excuse the bell, that's just before the full moon. So you can see almost all of the moon at that point. There's just a little bit on this side that we can't quite see. Now, feel free to use any online resources. BBC Bitesize might be really helpful. Your parents might be able to help you out. You might have any books at home on space or the moon that could help you with this poster. Please feel free to email us any of your posters when they're finished. We'd love to see them. And I look forward to seeing your work, guys. Thanks very much.